And welcome to Goa News Now. Today we are there in Velsav village and we are here to have a fact check, ground reporting from Velsav. The main issue here is the coal pollution. The main issue behind doubling of track, opposition to doubling of track is because of the coal pollution. Villagers feel that if the coal coal pollution increases, the coal pollution today, what is they are facing today in the village, if it's at such level, tomorrow if the another track is added up, what would be the quantum. Now just to endorse their claims, I will just try to show you certain facts. This is a railway track. I'm just trying to pick certain coal. You can just see it's not been, it's not a local coal, so it's not been put deliberately by me here. It is all over. You can just check all along this track. We have such coals falling down from the moving vehicles, and this has been happening here since quite a long time. So basically the opposition against double tracking initially was with regards to this coal. People were having lots of complaint about coal pollution. The coal pollution was the main issue that came into their mind, and then the ownership of land and the people have a problem. You can see people having so much of problem. So it is just within few meters. If I have so much of coal, I don't know which kind of coal here. We have certain villages here. We will also try to talk to them. They were also volunteering their they are volunteering to pick up some coal dust. Sir, how much you collected?
Yes, where I'm standing, this is the coal that we have collected. This is coal blocks. In addition to this, you have dust. So this is the extent of coal. And this is something recent, because the railway authority, not railway authorities, Jindal have employed a contractor to come regularly on this track and pick up the coal.
Spilled coals.
All the spilled coal. We have photographs.
So basically here we have another villager here. Sir, you also collected quite a huge amount of coal. I think if villagers should have a coal based plant here, because there is no need of importing coal from outside.
Yes. I found everywhere from here to Majorda, Sarauli. I have seen, but today I got the opportunity to meet you here when I was going somewhere else. So that's why, and here also I have seen so much the coal here. So this government has to take the steps anyhow. They have to stop the unloading there, loading point. They should not allow it. They have to check properly whether the wagon properly to close or whatever it is, and then they have to transport.
But there are claims that they are transporting coal in a proper manner, all covered, with tarpaulin and all that. Do you agree with this?
No, I'm not agree. It is because they are going so speed in far. Here they come little slow. Even then it's blowing here. And further they have go high speed, and then it is big trouble for everybody that side. So that's why people are objecting this. So the thing is what they have to properly pack that wagon, whatever, closing that tarpaulin, whatever it is. That is not sufficient.
So basically what we can see here is people are also very upset with the false claim. We have a deputy sarpanch. You got really good amount. It must be a kilo or so.
I know. Yeah, I just collected from here only where I was standing. I didn't go far also. I was just standing there. So from there only I collected this much.
And there are too much around also.
Yeah, it's too much around here.
Don't you think that they are taking you all villagers very lightly?
Very much. Yes.
No, the coal company, when it comes to claims, they make tall claims that we are taking all precautions. The tarpaulin covers are now after we report.
It's not covered properly. You can see when the wagons are passing this side, you can see it sometimes that tarpaulin which they are covering, it's sometimes it's flying. It's not covered, and maybe they are overloading it.
Yeah.
That's the reason why, and because of the speed also.
That's a very relevant point. It's not even. They are overloading it. If you look at the wagon, the capacity is 28 tons. They are going to 32, 33 tons.
So that's how.
So the heap is up. So the coal that is above flows down.
Sir, but do you have any information about this coal? What kind of coal it is and whether it is dangerous for the
It
health?
is carcinogenic. No, coal is carcinogenic.
Okay.
It is cancerous. The coal dust is cancerous. It contains mercury. Contains very arsenic.
We have another villager, Rukijin Bap. I would definitely want to know your comment. You are also holding quite a big. Khai घेतलं तुम्ही?
Yes, sir. Yeah, now is a railway track. This I have collected outside.
Okay,
मतलब
3 meters outside.
pathway.
Okay.
आता pathway, this is walking pathway.
Okay.
Motorable or motorcycle, cycle, people are passing this side. आता यांचे तर हो हे पोटा. So the whose responsibility is this?
Definitely, railway has to take the responsibility.
म्हणजे आता हिंगा पोटा तो दाखयला हो भायर पोटा 1 मीटर भायर पोटा हो आतां थिंगसान कलेक्ट केला तुमकां दिश्टी पडोचो आहा तो सो हेजेर आतां ते धांपून वताय सी आमी पयलीं चोयताले पोर्चुगीज टायमाक रेल्वे वयताली आनी तितू कार्गो वयतालो पूण प्लास्टीक घालनासले तेंगेले बुगे आसले वीथ हे सारके बॉन्ड आसले वीथ आयर्न हें आसलो तेका कार्डबोर्ड शेड आसले ते भाशेन वनाय ते प्लास्टीक घालून वताय
No, actually,
the
the
Show me your
plastic
hand. Show me your hand. You are really. You have colored your hand with black.
हे कितें आनी हे तर मनशाचेर पडले एक डॅमेज प्लस पॉयजन फॉर दॅट पर्सन आनी कितल्याचे लोकांचे पोटाय लोकांचे कपडे सुयज जाताय आनी कितें जाता लोक हे वता चलोन वयता ट्रॅक वयता लोक हिंग सकाळ रावता इस्कला भुरगीं युनिफॉर्म तेंची आमच्या हातान तर हें जालें आनी हें तर तेंच्या आंगाचेर पडटा प्लस तांकां तेंचें केमिकल तांकां वायट जाता हेचेर कोण हें घेयना आनी आमी म्हणटाले आतां पयलीं टायमार कितले हे वयताले हे गुड्स वयताले सो ते हे भाशेन वनासले ते कवर्ड कोताले तेंचे एल्युमिनियम शीट आसताले सारकें आनी आतां देखून थोडे तसले बुगे आसताय पूण कोला नाय ते बुगे सो ते यूज करे डोंट प्लास्टीक कितें जाता प्लास्टीक ओपन जाता प्लास्टीक 1 किलोमिटर तुका रावना वाऱ्याचेर आनी कितली स्पीड तर कोणूय सेन्स आसलो मनीस सांगतलो प्लास्टीक हुंयी घायल्या ते केशेंय रावना आतां लोक प्लास्टीक घराचे घाताय हेका लागून पावसा लागून प्लास्टीक उबोता तेजे वेट दवरताय तेजे आनी कितें दवरताय तेंचे हेजे प्लास्टिकाचेर तुमचो हे कितें आसता बेश्टे एक रोप आसता बांदलोलो तो वयता तो हिंगसून हार्बरसून तर हिंग येता आनी सगळें पावत म्हणल्यार तें वोत उक्ती जाता तेजी कोण एक्शन घेता
No, but don't you think sometime back when I was speaking to some other activists, they were saying ki, port is doing business, the Jindals and Adanis are doing business, railways is doing business, आणि तुमका त्रास कित्याक?
आमकां त्रास कित्याक म्हणजे आमची
They are doing business and people are facing the music.
पूण हें आतां कोणा बेनिफीट कोण आहा इज अ गव्हर्मेंट बेनिफीट गोवोरमेंटान तरी एक्शन घेयलें आज आमच्या गोवा गोवोरमेंटान सांगलें नो वील नॉट अलाव यू तो डबल ट्रॅक सो जाता काबर ते म्हणटा सगळे सेंट्रल प्रोजेक्ट आमकां मारून लोकांक मारून सेंट्रल प्रोजेक्ट कॅन पास अरे सेंट्रल प्रोजेक्ट म्हण जाल्यार ते सेंट्रला येना सेंट्रलासून पास जायन ते गोवा गोवोरमेंटा येता सो गोवा गोवोरमेंट हॅज टू फायट दीस इंडिविज्युअल ऑथॉरिटी हॅज टू फायट बिकॉज आवर इलेक्टेड रिप्रेझेंटेटिव्ह हॅज टू फायट नॉट द विलेजेस Now we have to come on the road because our elected representatives are sleeping because they want their chair. So log moro, kaunu moro.
Basically, the main contention here of the villages are, that they are being given the stepmotherly treatment from the authorities concerned, and that is why they are, facing all this issue. When we talk about coal pollution, it is all across. The rail, not only on the tracks, besides the tracks, Mr. Rokujin has just collected around a kilo and so just from 1 meter area, and this has been happening since long time. Even last time when I had reported the similar issue, the coal companies had the coal handler had assured me that they will definitely look into the matter and they will take all utmost precautions. I had seen a coal wagon moving just few minutes back, before I started this interview, and I had seen that there were also loopholes in that same wagon. So this has been happening since long, but there is no solution. Sir, what now has to be done to control this?
Actually, when the Chief Minister has visited this specific site, and all these issues were brought to his notice, he appeared convinced that there were issues. And he had asked the railways to come up with solutions. But railways never turned up, never came back. When it comes to pollution, the coal pollution, the Chief Minister, Honorable Chief Minister Mr. Sawant, has written to the railway board to ensure that the coal is transported only through covered wagons. But there's no response, even to him. It is not that the Chief Minister hasn't taken up. There is a letter on record.
So they are least bothered.
Least bothered about anyone. Even when the Chief Minister writes, they don't respond.
Whether central bodies are taking granted to...
Yeah, they're taking for granted.
ते वॅगन पळय उचार कोता हिंगा nobody knows, all technician and minister or whoever it is. That should not be allowed, those wagons. Now the wagons which other one which Rokoji was telling you, that cover top, it is steel and all, such thing is okay at least. But we have to see that also is affected by pollution, whatever it is. Now this is often because that talpotri, that is very light when they are running that train.
In speed,
it blow up.
It tears up.
It doesn't affect. That is only to show the people, to fool the people. They have seen this condition and change of that. No, there are a lot of technology. They are doing business. They know better than, but they are harassing people of Goa.
Well, there is issue if you can see here, the people here are not talking about stopping the coal transportation at the moment. They are saying please handle it in a proper manner. Still the authorities are actually neglecting their their grievances and not even trying to provide solution. I was talking to you, sir, just few minutes back. There are some boys put up to collect coal.
Yes.
So how often they move in the village?
We spot. I mean, we don't have a team just watching them. But I think every week they must be coming. So it's not boys. It is a group of workers with a supervisor. A group of about 6 or 7 workers with one supervisor who are only picking up coal. And when we question them, who has sent you, they tell us that Jindal sent. So they are paid by Jindal.
So basically now what we have collected should not be prior to 1 week. Yes. It should be there in within 1 week.
Within the last, what has been collected in that 1 week. Because now within a few days they'll come, they'll collect, and again it will spill.
But the quantum, if you look at quantum, it's not a small quantum. It's also loss for the companies. But it's also creating a problem. Don't you think this kind of quantum, spillage and all that, certain measures had to be, some tightening of screws?
No, a complaint was submitted to the MPT by some group of people in Vasco, highlighting the way in which the tarpaulins were not properly fastened. And the chairman of the MPT is on record that he has formed a committee to look into it.
Yes.
Now, we also chipped in, and we sent them photographs of what is happening here, of those people collecting on various occasions. We sent 2 or 3 photographs of what we are collecting. And they have not responded. Now, what's happened to that committee? This is something quite recent, maybe about a month or 2 ago. But we have written about a month ago. But they have not responded. Now we have to go to them and find out what has happened to your committee, what are your findings, what is the corrective action you're taking.
It is very important to note here that despite of citizens making complaints and all that, authorities are least bothered to even react to it. So whether such type of behavior will be tolerated, don't you think, madam, such behavior should not be tolerated now? At least at a panchayat level, some sorts of letter should be given.
We have already done that, no? Yeah, we have already wrote to them. So. And this is one of the points in this thing, no? Petition. Yeah, so maybe, we are going to get the answer on the 23rd, probably.
So this is what exactly is grievance of the people here. Despite of having so many occasion of directly indirectly highlighting about the coal pollution issue, the other aspects of coal pollution, the authorities, the railway authorities, I will definitely try to blame them. The Jindal and Adani are actually not bothered to listen to their grievances. If they had, then this would have not been here. This should be inside the wagons or in the dump yard, not on the railway track.